Hi, I'm Zachary Quinto, and you are watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to another episode of the Broadway.com show, your weekly guide to all things Broadway, or, as we like to think of it, the only place you won't see gifs of Miley Cyrus twerking at the VMAs. So let's get this thing started with some news. What's the buzz, Lindsay?
Get out your garden gnomes because the 2001 French film Amélie is being adapted for the stage. Composer Dan Massey and book writer Craig Lucas are hard at work on the new musical, but there's one guy who won't be buying a ticket if the show comes to Broadway. The film's director, Jean-Pierre Jeunet, who says he's disgusted about the musical since Broadway is the very incarnation of tackiness. Ouch, Jean-Pierre. If you think jazz hands and Tony Awards are tacky, we can never, ever be friends. C'est dommage.
File this under unbelievable facts. Kenneth Branagh, one of the greatest living Shakespearean actors, has never appeared on the New York stage. But that's about to change. The actor-director is bringing his highly praised and highly bloody Macbeth to the Park Avenue Armory next June. The production will also star Alex Kingston as Lady Macbeth and is co-directed by Broadway favorite Rob Ashford. Okay, Shakespeare lovers, let's get ready to hail King Branagh right here in New York City.
Here's some most happy casting news. Laura Benanti and Cheyenne Jackson will join Shuler Hensley in The Most Happy Fellow at Encores. This romantic musical hasn't been seen on a New York stage in more than 20 years, and we can't wait to hear Frank Lesser's operatic score sung by a trio of Broadway's best, and to see them bring the show's heartbreaking love triangle to life. Don't be caught standing in the corner when The Most Happy Fellow comes to City Center next April.
Four-time Tony nominee Danny Burstein and Tony winner Victoria Clark have signed on to play a married couple alongside Tony winner Mary Louise Parker in the upcoming Broadway production of The Snow Geese. Clark will temporarily exit the main stem tuner Cinderella, in which she plays the fairy godmother, to take part in the world premiere of Char White's play. Here's a fun twist. Filling in for her will be Danny Burstein's real-life wife, Rebecca Luker. We've said it before, and we'll say it again. Broadway stars are the classiest swingers.
Get ready, because here comes Smokey Robinson. Motown the Musical's breakout Tony nominee Charles Brown is the latest star to join the ranks of Broadway.com's video blogs with his new backstage vlog series, Miracle Man. Brown will be your guide to life behind the scenes at this blockbuster musical, in which he stars as the legendary R&B singer. There's no need to shop around. A new episode of Miracle Man premieres every Thursday right here on Broadway.com.
Hi, this is John Tartaglia, and you're watching the Broadway.com show. It's legit. There's a logo, see?
It's time for Rocky Balboa's favorite part of the show, Broadway SmackDown. Last week we asked you which Broadway and American Idol alum you would most love to see don the coat of many colors in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Clay Aiken or Ace Young? Well, the Claymates have spoken, clobbering Ace Young's fan army with 96% of the vote. No divine intervention necessary. For this week's SmackDown, we're turning our attention to the deliciously wicked couple at the comedic center of Broadway's Matilda. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. Stars Gabriel Ebert and Leslie Margarita have teamed up with Broadway.com to help parents prepare for back to school with a series of hilarious videos as the Wacky Wormwoods. Now we want to know, who do you find more delightfully devilish? The Mr. or the Mrs.? Tweet your vote to @BroadwayCom with the hashtag #BWaySmackDown and tune in next week to find out the winner.
In celebration of the new Broadway rom-com First Date, we asked the show's opening night guests to tell us which celebrity they'd like to take out on a dream date. Find out which celebs top the stars' wish lists in this week's Pop Poll.
I have a crush on Channing Tatum.
The late Marlon Brando.
I feel like this is so cliche, but probably Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling? Woo, I don't even think I need to explain why. Do I need to explain why? I don't think so.
Meryl Streep and Zac Efron. Is that cheesy? I want like young Hollywood and handsome, and then I just want like genius actress so I can ask unbelievable questions.
Ooh, there's this really hot young ingenue that's kind of splashing on the scene named Claire Grant. I would love to get a date with her if I could get out of my marriage for just one night.
Yeah, I have a thing for gingers, so maybe I'll take whoever has the reddest hair.
Stage stars, and everyone else, were glued to the MTV Music Awards this week, and just like us, they had plenty to say about the quirky, twerky, berserky show. We couldn't get enough of the stars' hilarious VMA tweets, so we're counting down our favorites in this week's High Five. At number 5, Broadway vet Bobby Cannavale wrote, "This just in from the Holy Shit I'm old department, who the f is Selena Gomez? Number 4 found a concerned Bette Midler asking, did you see Miley Cyrus on the VMAs? Does her tongue hanging out mean she's dehydrated? Our third VMA tweet is Jesse Tyler Ferguson's imagined post-mortem. I sang my song as a saltine cracker and still all they're talking about is Miley Cyrus. Lady Gaga today. Number 2 is Tony winner Lin-Manuel Miranda's musing when the camera cut to costumed electronic music duo Daft Punk. What if they take the helmets off and it's Tommy Tune and Liza? And our number 1 VMA tweet from a Broadway star comes from overwrought Tony winner Laura Benanti, who alerted us, why are we wasting time making Miley Cyrus VMA jokes when we should be preparing our bunkers for the end of days?
This week's Hot Shot is courtesy of celebrated Broadway star Harvey Fierstein, who snapped a photo of a crowd of hundreds that gathered in Times Square on August 24th. Nope, it's not New Year's Eve. It's the first performance of Romeo and Juliet, starring Hollywood hunk Orlando Bloom and Condola Rashad. Hey, who needs a limo when you can body surf home?
Hi, I'm Patrick Page. You're watching the Broadway.com show.
Spider-Man alum Reeve Carney was front and center at Sunday's VMA Awards, and we're sending a big thumbs up to his superstar date, Taylor Swift, for name-checking Reeve in her acceptance speech. Carney played the pop superstar's lover in her prize-winning I Knew You Were Trouble video, and their sizzling chemistry was rewarded by VMA voters. Taylor, thanks for the classy shout-out to one of Broadway's favorite sons.
Speaking of the VMAs, thumbs down to Video Vanguard winner Justin Timberlake. No, not for saying bye 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 to his NSYNC bandmates so quickly after their too brief reunion, but for snatching a joke from one of our favorite Broadway stars. Timberlake said he shared his Moon Man with the NSYNC boys, but that we can keep it at my house. Didn't Billy Porter say the exact same thing to Kinky Boots co-star Stark Sands after winning his Tony?
To my co-star Stark Sands, you are my rock, my sword, my shield. Your grace gives me presents. I share this award with you. I'm gonna keep it at my house, but I share it with you.
Yep, thought so. Come on, Justin. Stealing jokes is not the move of a Vanguard, now is it?
This week, we're tipping our hats to John Gallagher Jr. This busy Spring Awakening alum is having one heck of a week. Gallagher's new film, Short Term 12, is winning rave reviews everywhere you look. And he just began shooting his next film, the indie catfish drama, The Heart Machine. Additionally, Broadway Idiot, the documentary about his time in the Green Day musical American Idiot, announced an October release date. Throw in his co-starring duties on the hit HBO show The Newsroom, and you'd probably think JGJ would barely have time to give a second thought to returning to Broadway. And yet, when I caught up with him, he said he couldn't wait to get back on stage. Hurry back, John, but for now, you're our star of the week.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Broadway.com show. We leave you with a clip from TV's favorite vampire, True Blood Stephen Moyer, who was just announced to play Captain Von Trapp in NBC's new Sound of Music, opposite Carrie Underwood. But can he sing, you ask? Yep, here's Moyer hitting the big note as Billy Flynn in last month's Hollywood Bowl production of Chicago. See you next week.
And you got